This is your boy DJ Leon D, and on this channel we talk about travel, money, and lots of cooking. Three things I know quite a bit about. I'm not an expert at anything. Nope, not an expert. I just been around a long time and know a lot. Let's get it on. This is your boy DJ Leon D. Yeah, this is DJ Leon D. I'm back. And I'm gonna be posting videos quite a bit. I'm gonna show you some of the places I've been around the world. I've been around the world and I've seen a lot of things, and I'm here to tell you about this barbecue season. Yeah, it's that time of the year again. But I'm gonna tell you some do's and don'ts, because some of you doing the same dumb stuff you were doing before. And you know, I don't care how many times you listen to my video. You know, you see things. I try to tell you what not to do so that you can make your barbecue successful, and give your friends an impression that you know what the hell you're doing. But unfortunately, most of you don't. Let me tell you the first thing that I noticed on some of these barbecues. Now, here's the bottom line: you should not have to walk through a jungle, or I shouldn't have to walk through a jungle just to get to your grill or your smoker. Now, some of you don't know the difference between a smoker and a grill. But back to the jungle. I went to a friend's house, and man, his grass hadn't been cut since probably a year or two ago. His grass hasn't been cut. Nope. His grass was about a foot higher than my height, and I'm 5'10". His grass was at least 6 feet 10, and he didn't see nothing wrong with that. And I asked him. I said, "Hey man, how you doing? Where the kids at?" He said, "They're outside playing." And I said, oh, your kids named Tarzan and Jane, because they are in the jungle. They're in the jungle. So your kids named Tarzan and Jane, and they're swinging off trees because you can't see your grass. And I thought you had grass a couple of years ago, but I see right now you really had small trees waiting to just sprout because you need them cut. So that's just the first thing. You know, make your yard presentable. So when your company comes, they go around back, they just don't have to wonder, you know, are they in Africa, or are they in Maryland, or are they in Florida? They should have to wonder. And plus, not only that, you can see the kids. Yeah, you can see the kids if your grass is cut. But right now, I can't see your 8 and 10-year-old because the grass is too damn high. And I'm sure they can't see me because they're a lot shorter than me. So that's just the first thing that, you know, when you're having a barbecue. And the second thing too that is very, very important: clean your smokers and clean your grills before you have that first company of the first year. Don't let me show up and now you're cleaning your grill, and now I'm seeing squirrels jump out of your smokers. Yeah. I went to a friend's house, and the squirrel looked like he was in hibernation, like we have been disturbing him for a while. Don't do that. And the other thing too, number 3, clean your deck. Make your deck presentable. I know you had snow, and I know all of your covers are fading and all that, but man, you gotta have one day out of the year, during the winter, during the spring, and during the fall, that you can go clean things. Just get off your lazy ass and just go clean it. Get off your lazy ass and just go say, you know what, today, honey, it's a Sunday and it's a holiday, Monday, I'm off tomorrow, so you know what? I'm going to either clean it today or tomorrow, but clean it before you have company. You cannot sit there and not clean it. And so that's one thing. And also, you know, number 4, make sure everything works before you try to use it for cooking food. Just make sure everything works. Now, a lot of you guys assume it's going to work. Things break for a reason. If things do not break, you would never ever need a damn mechanic. That's why you have mechanics. And some of you have no clue how to fix anything, and I'm fine with that. But there's somebody who do. Generally, the guy who put it together or the guy who built it. But if you have problems with it, you should have learned how to fix it a long time ago, because I don't take none of my stuff into the shop to get fixed. It's very rare I do that. And I'm going to tell you why. because either I know how to fix it, it's common sense, or you got YouTube. So it's not anything complicated. You got YouTube, and no matter what smoke or grill you get, say there's somebody on YouTube who's had the same problem because they were lazy at one point and they decided that I'm going to learn how to do this and I'm going to save myself a couple of dollars, or I'm not going to be embarrassed when a professional cook comes over and see the mess I got. And here's number 6 that really bothers me. When you get through smoking food or grilling food, clean off your tools for the next year. Put them away. Do not clean them in front of me. Do not go looking for them. Do not tell me I know I had. No. You don't know nothing. You know it was there at some point. And if you got kids, you got friends, you got neighbors, everybody borrows and steals, and you know how it goes. So I have never had these issues, but a lot of you do, and you struggle with it. Don't go looking for a spatula. That to me is a common household tool. And it's not just for smoking and grilling food. No. If you ever had an omelet, you need a spatula. So you should have had one close by that you can just turn your head just a little bit and you'll see one. So you should you should be able to readily touch most grilling things. But even still, I have a special bag and cabinet I keep all my stuff in. My tongues, my spatulas, even my chicken flipper. I know where it is. I ain't never got to look for it. Some of you leave yours outside all year long. Oh yeah, I walk around the backyard in my neighborhood sometimes and I see all kind of stuff. And those are the same people that wants to invite me over to say, hey, how about a burger? Hell no. No. Nope. I'm full. And I could be starving and losing weight while I'm talking to you. But I ain't going to tell you that though. So those are just some basic things. And not only that, don't have your stuff outside throughout the whole climate and talking about you just season it. No, you're just lazy. And I'm going to tell you, when I go to people's houses, fat people don't have no problem finding their tools. Now, I ain't seen one yet. Because see, they eat year round. They're gonna barbecue year round, whether you're in the South or whether you're somewhere else. That's just how they roll. So, and one of the other things too, number 7 is don't buy the meat the day you're gonna cook it. A lot of you do that. I don't understand that. I don't know where you're from, but I see a lot of you doing that. Buy the meat in advance. So if something's wrong about it, because let me tell you what happened. I went to a buddy's house. He decided to buy a brisket. Oh, that was a damn mess. Because the brisket could be smelled a mile away. It was spoiled. Whoever he got it from sold him spoiled meat, and they packaged it. And when he took it out, I'm like, oh boy, the only person who's gonna like this right here are foxes. And I don't have 4 legs. There are times I wish I did so I can run faster away from you. There are times I wish I did. But, so now he has to go back and buy some more and buy a whole nother brisket for $80 to $100. He has to go back. And, if I wouldn't have said anything, he would have trimmed it and served it with a mask on. Thinking that, it's just a natural smell of his jungle that I'm sitting in and had to walk through to get to his deck. He probably would have thought that, because I can tell when I say this is spoiled that he before looked at me like it was just a natural common smell, because he's probably had or eaten and seasoned a few of them already that's spoiled. And plus, when you buy the meat the day of the cookout, now you got to watch a guy and you got to watch him clean the meat if he cleans it. Now, a lot of you take meat right out of the bag and you cook it, which is gross as hell to me, because you see all the blood running through and all this. Clean the meat off. Do it the day in advance. Do it the night before. Get yourself a nice beer or some Johnny Walker or some Jack Daniels or whatever it is that you get drunk on, and just clean your meat. just be upfront about cleaning your meat, because you cannot take food right out of a pack and cook it unless it's ground beef. If it's ground, yeah. But even ground can have blood in it. I've seen ground beef with blood in it, and then he had pork chops. Blood everywhere on all the bones. I think that a lot of you put too much faith in Costco and Sam's Club, that those guys back there, the so-called butchers, are cleaning the meat. They're not butchers. They're just professional packagers. That however that meat comes to them, whoever it comes from, Smithfield or whomever, all they do is just, the meat's already pre-cut, pre-everything, damn near. They just put it in a package and seal it, vacuum seal it. If they vacuum seal it, most of them don't. They just put a little saran wrap over it and they put it out there to be sold. And like I told you in the earlier video, weigh your meat, weigh it. Just make sure you weigh your meat. So my whole point to this video is that another thing when you barbecue, that when you have friends and stuff over, another thing, don't let anybody bring size over that you have not tasted their size yet. Because when people go to a barbecue, they gotta think it's you. So don't let people bring things over, because if your Aunt Sally's sitting there and she's making some shit that nobody likes, they're gonna say, I had it at Rob's house. They're not gonna say it's Aunt Sally made it. That's not how it works. They're gonna give you all the credit or all the blame. And so when people outside of yourself make stuff and you have not had it, or you don't like it, or you just gave it a taste test, or if one of your kids died from eating it, they're going to blame you. They're not going to blame Aunt Sally. No, and she's 105 years old, and she done made a mistake and dropped the whole damn mayonnaise jar full of mayonnaise. She done spilled the whole thing in there on some potato salad. Yeah, they're going to blame you. So you just got to get in your head that everything I have there, outside the alcohol, is going to be blamed on me. Some of you don't really understand that, but I'm here to tell you, when, if the baked beans good and you didn't make it, your Uncle Sal made it, that's cool. Take the credit for it. Just that, make sure the next time you have a barbecue and people request that, you get to Uncle Sal quick. And hopefully he's still alive, because he's going to be 140 years old too. Just say, hey, you know what? No problem. I'll have it for you. And don't get it the day of the barbecue. Get it the day before. You don't want to sit there and go get it the day of the barbecue and you see Uncle Sal over in the chair hasn't moved for 3 days. He's probably not alive. That's just how it works. But they're going to blame you though. So, those are the biggest 10 things, but there are other things that's just as big though. Other things that are just as important when you're doing your barbecue. And like I said, look at the weather report. Don't pick a date in mind unless it's a major holiday, whether it's 4th of July, Memorial Day, June 10th, whether it's Labor Day. Pick a date, that you looked at the weather report and for a fact it's going to be sunny or close to it, but it ain't going to be a damn downpour or a hurricane coming through your neighborhood. You got to make sure of that. And see, a lot of you don't do that. Because I had people say, I'm having a barbecue in 2 weeks. I said, okay, what's the weather going to be like? You don't have a damn clue. Now, I'm not saying be a weatherman. Just don't be what I call weather illiterate. And a lot of you are going to be that way. Don't just be weather illiterate. Have an idea of what you're going to be, serving, the kind of weather. You can plan a lot better. You can plan a lot better when you know in advance what to expect and what's going on. You can do a lot better job if you try. Now, saying that, today you have a barbecue, it's not a good day to have to wash your car. It's not a good day to wash your car. Don't try and do 8 things in the same day when you're having a barbecue. Spend and focus all your time on the damn barbecue, because that's where your money went. That's what you want to use to impress people. Nobody cares if you got an Escalade and it's clean as hell. Not if I come there hungry. And have all your meat seasoned well in advance. Now, me personally, if I got meat with bones in it, I like to season my meat at least a day and a half in advance. You know, ground beef, kind of the same way a little bit. I like to do at least the night before because I like for the seasoning to soak into the meat. That's what I like. I like for it to soak into the meat. And see, some of you, because you don't have taste buds or you just meat illiterate, you really don't care. You take it right out of the freezer, throw it right on the smoker or the grill, and that's not very good. That's not very smart. That's just dangerous. It's just dangerous. I mean, because you're the same ones who don't wash your meat. If it's got a bone in it, it's got to be washed. That's just how it works. If it don't have a bone in it, depends on what cuts of meat you have, because you get a big old thick piece, like a brisket, no bone. A lot of fat, no bone. So you still got to do certain things to it to get it prepped and get it ready for your company. Nobody, and one of the other things that you guys got to do not start your barbecue when people arrive. That is exactly the wrong damn time to start barbecuing food for people who are going to eat it. Things go wrong. And most of you are just used to it. Nothing ever goes wrong on my barbecue on the day I'm going to barbecue. Because if it did, I would have figured it out the day before. I like to test my smokers. I like to test my extension cord. I like to test all my stuff the day before. Then I'm happy as hell. And also, I like to give you an appearance that I tried to clean it. Now, mine are clean. Some of you don't even make an effort. Oh, they're just seasoning. Everything smoking and grilling food is not seasoning. Every piece of dirt, speck, black mark, whatever is not seasoning, people. Some of you think it is. It's not seasoning, okay? It just flat out laziness. Now, I said something earlier about some of you don't know the difference between a smoker and a grill. Let me break it down for you. Anytime you got a smoker, it produces smoke. Anytime you got a grill, there's a 95% chance you're using some kind of gas to start it. You're using some kind of gas. And when I mean a smoker, I'm talking about whether it's a pellet, whether it's a charcoal, whatever, it produces smoke. And the smoke is very noticeable on the meat. When you got a grill, whether it's a Blackstone, a Weber, it doesn't matter. They don't produce smoke. If they do, you're burning down your damn house. If they produce smoke, you're burning something up that should not be burnt. Smokers very seldom burn things. Now, it will overcook things in a heartbeat, but it very seldom ever overcooks anything. If it do, you got your smoker set on a grill temperature, and grills are usually made for high heat. Smokers are for low and slow, and you will see smoke. And on most pellet smokers, you got a smoke function where you can generate more smoke to make your food taste better. So that's something you need to understand. And you don't treat a grill like a smoker, and you can't treat a smoker like a grill, even though I know a lot of you idiots out there tries this all the time. That is not how it works. You try it all the time. And also, most grills are flat. Smokers tend to have some kind of curves to it, whether it's to give you 3 or 4 rows, or whether it's just to simply allow you more space to cook. Blackstone do not make smokers. And a lot of you think they do. Blackstones suck for cooking ribs because you're really frying the ribs. Low propane does not create smoke. If you got a Blackstone and you see smoke, you are burning your house or your deck down, people. You are tearing it apart. And nothing wrong with that if that's how you eat your food. It was very wrong when you tell somebody, I'm going to smoke some beef, I'm going to smoke some ribs, and you got a Blackstone. You ain't smoking shit. You ain't smoking it. The only thing you probably smoking was a weed, which is not cool when you're trying to cook food for family or friends or people you perceive as family or friends. I know a lot of you like to think that everybody likes you, and a lot of you need hugs. If you want a hug, get one in the morning before you leave home, because the only person that truly loves you is you. And people say, oh, my wife loves me. Then why are you divorced? Because she didn't love you much as you thought she did. And she never thought she did. You were just a bridge between husbands or boyfriends. That's all you were. You were just a bridge. So my whole point is, smoking season is here. It came a little early this year because we had temperatures in the 80s and 90s, back in March. The first time it hit 70 degrees, that just told me it's time to fire up the smoker. And I'm ready to get busy and go to work. And I like to, and your first smoke of the year, if you do it right, it should be good. It should be good if you do it right. And then the rest of them is just repetition. Once you get in good habits, it's easy. But once you got bad habits, they tend to stay bad for a long time. And, and I'm the kind of person that almost every weekend I go to a smoke fest. Someone is smoking food near me, next to me, or it's me. Every single weekend. I'm ready to have a field day. I'm ready to get busy and move on with life. Because I enjoy it, I look forward to it, and I really want you to be successful. And some of you like kids. No matter how great of a job you teach them, they commit a crime. No matter how much you tell them it's wrong. No matter what you do for them, they just go left quick. And a lot of times it's just a lack of brain cells. They're just stupid. They're just stupid. And the quickest way you can find that out, invite me over, and I'll just tell you how you screwed this whole meal up. And then, the last thing I'm going to tell you too. This is the last thing I'm going to tell you. People, it's very, very simple. When you're smoking food, or even if you're grilling food, do not be licking your damn fingers in front of other people. That might be cute to your wife, cute to your kid. That's gross as hell to me. That's gross. And a lot of you do it thinking that that's how I grew up. I don't see a problem with it. Yeah, because you grew up wrong. Now, your mom and daddy might have tried their best, but a lot of you people, especially country folks, licking your fingers is just second nature. No, that is just gross all the way around. Because not everybody grew up licking their fingers. Some of you lick the elbows. You lick it down to the elbows. I've seen that a lot. And you don't see nothing wrong with it. That's not normal. That's not normal. So a lot of you who think that's normal, it's not. It's not. And you know what? It's not cute. It's not cute at all. You want to just drink some barbecue sauce or some grease, do that. Because then you can explain why you love it so much. But don't lick it. Look at me thinking, hey, you want to try this? And you just lick five of your fingers. Yeah, you want me to try it? No, I don't want to kiss you. No, I don't want to kiss you. Basically, that's what I'm doing. Hey, here go 3 fingers to lick. No. That's just flat out gross. So, this DJ Leon D, I'm telling you, get ready for barbecue season. Every year should be easier, and you should be more motivated to get ready for it. Go buy all your size. I buy all my size at the same time, especially canned goods. I buy them a month in advance. So I ain't never got to go around the house looking for my baked beans. I know where they are. My corn, I know where it is. My sweet potatoes, I know where it is. Yeah. You should not have a problem looking for things. Buy your seasoning lasts a couple of years. Buy your seasoning in advance. Buy it in bulk. That way you're never going to run out. Buy it in bulk. I do that all the time. My chicken rub, I buy 5 gallons of it at a time. Because I know I'm going to go through all of it in the summer. So this is your boy DJ Leon D telling you, get ready for barbecue, get excited, get motivated. Let's do it, folks. And I just know all of you going to mess it up. Not all of you. There's a couple of people I really respect, but most of you are fuck nuts. You're just going to mess it up. DJ Leon D out.